Good morning, YouTube, and of course everyone in my landscape and lawn care community. Adrian Stewart here, of course, Legend Landscape. I am not on the road like you normally see me in a truck when I do these videos. When I start off my morning, I am at the house, down in the dungeon, working on some proposals and communication that I need to catch up on. And I watched a couple of YouTube videos, which brings me to doing this video to you now. Just want to touch on how I got into this YouTube thing and people that I followed, in the beginning, and some of my thoughts on vloggers. I would say about 6 to 8 years ago, in that time frame, first person I really looked and followed on YouTube was Jonathan over at Lawn Care Millionaire. I can't remember his last name. I know it's a long last name, so sorry. But he also, started Service Autopilot. But before that, he did a lot of how-to videos or a lot of advice on business. And to me, he was really sharp because he just seemed like he was just sharp on the business, sharp on a number of different businesses and the landscape lawn care community. Started Service Autopilot, just doing different things, software companies, landscape, whatever. I just followed him, and I watched a lot of his videos before he got the Service Autopilot started. Then I watched that for a while. Kept saying this is some good software, and certain companies I might have been, I tried to tell them about it, but they didn't want to hear it. The last company I was at before I started my business, I was a general manager. It was a pretty big company, about you're saying that $4 to $6 million revenue a year. I got them to change over to Service Autopilot, which I was glad of, and I actually got to go down to Dallas, Richardson, Texas, to meet Jonathan, because I had the software training that I had to do for 4 days when I was down there. So it was pretty cool because I just got to meet him, and it was like, dang, I used to watching your videos. I think I already know you. But he's a cool guy. I got to see the whole setup of the office and where they do the videos, and I was like, wow, now I'm seeing where he does his videos and how he has it all set up. And I just thought it was really cool. But anyway, I think a little bit after that time too, I also let's see, Keith Kalfas, which I know a lot of you guys know who he is, obviously. When I saw him come out with his video early, I remember him being in his yard, not his yard, in the yard working. He was by himself. You could tell he was slaving in there, just busting his ass, and he just stops and he's just doing a video of just what's on his mind and just giving you some real stuff that is happening to him right as he was doing it, and just the risks of doing a business, jumping out there, not working for another person. I just remembered, man, I was like, wow, I could feel what he's talking about. And he was just keeping it real, not sugarcoating anything, and talking about how the eviction notices, things about to get cut off, but he was just saying, just keep grinding, keep doing what you got to do, stick with the business. It's gonna be better than just working for someone. I kept that in my head, even though I was still managing companies. Just kept thinking that time whenever I did start something that, yeah, I would do that. And I would just see if it worked just like he says. And sure enough, it was just like he says, as I, just coming over a year as far as in the business, or starting my own business. But obviously, to this day, I still watch a lot of his videos. But other people I watched early on was Top Notch, Lawn Care, which, I like his stuff. He keeps it simple. He doesn't try to do too much extra. I like his mind as well. There's been a lot of them. Let's see, Weed Whacker Lawn Care, everybody knows that guy. He's pretty funny. Still at it to this day. Stanley, Dirt Monkey, I watched a lot of his videos, along with Keith Kalfas at the time. A lot of informative stuff. Funny guy, smart guy. B&B Lawn Care, you know, he young dude. I used to think like, what does this young dude know? You know, but he knows his stuff. He's still learning as he's going too. But he's blowing up. I see it like when he was starting this, and then he blew up Instagram, YouTube, and a lot of those drone videos and, you know, equipment. You know, I give him props for being a young guy and doing his thing. Other people I watched, Blades of Green, my man Johnny over there. Watched a lot of his videos for a lot of time. And I recently just in Instagram and YouTube kind of interacting with him, you know, back and forth. So it was pretty cool that I got to, you know, interact with him after watching his videos for a long time too. I'm trying to think. Upscale Lawn Care, watched his videos as well. Oh, Brian's Lawn Maintenance. I would probably say, I don't know, it's been a little while, maybe a year or so. I've been watching his videos. I think he's really good at what he does, like being a spokesperson for other like products and different things, and even his own business. I feel like he's made for doing this. I'm not saying no one else is, but there's something about him that he's just, you know, he just has the it factor for doing these type of videos. I can tell he's still learning in some cases too, but he's networking pretty well, and I like seeing what he's doing too. Just trying to think who else. Well, of course, you know about Saving Green. I watched his videos for a little while too. He's very entertaining. But Nick, you know, seeing him go through his ups and downs, as everyone being in this industry know how that is. Yeah, he's good at what he does as well. I mean, I watched his videos too, as far as what he's going through, the entertaining part, and he's letting you know about equipment, you know, and so forth and so on. Some other people like the Grass Factor and Lawn Care Life, those guys, well, especially the Grass Factor, because of the turf applicating part, which I'm also into too, which I like as well. He was really concentrating on a lot of that, and so I watched a lot of his videos, and obviously being on the equipment with the permagreen and just going through the different grasses, the weeds, you know, things that I like doing. You know, I kind of like his videos as well. Lawn Care Life, he did a lot of those videos too, but he also does, you know, the regular lawn mowing and Lawn Care Life, you know, not just turf apps. Man, I'm just trying to think. There's so many people I've probably watched in a while here. But Acme Mowing and Lawn Care, I love you guys, man. You guys are funny. And keep it real too. You just keep me entertained, and we go through the same thing, and I like the interaction that we've had, you know, as far as communicating too. So you keep doing your thing out there. Spencer Lawn Care, oh man, I love them too. You know, husband and wife team. Yeah, that's just, you know, that's amazing to see, like a husband and wife, you know, go out there doing their thing, and also keeping things entertaining, you know, pulling pranks on each other and things like that. Oh, LCR, Lawn Care Rookie. Yeah, he's someone I've watched for a little while too. Going through his headaches and things of the business, you know, solo operating. Now he's got a couple of employees. I liked how he branched out to do the LCR media, and then doing the interviews with a lot of the YouTube vloggers. Oh, I love that, man. I would comment and let him know that I like that he's doing that, and I think it's pretty cool for the people that we usually see on YouTube, and you're actually interviewing and bringing, you know, everyone into their world, like, you know, on another level. I like that, and I can respect that. Keep doing what you're doing. Just trying to think, who else? I'm sorry if I'm missing some of you guys here. I just watch, you know, quite a bit now that I got my own channel now. I kind of, you know, interact with a lot of you guys. Oh, I'll tell you one guy who's funny. I just recently, my man at Eclipse Lawn Care. Man, it's funny, man. I like how he does his little videos, and implements other people, other vloggers into his things by, you know, photoshopping their faces in there and then kind of poking fun, but not like making fun of them, but poking fun of them because he know he watches the videos. And you're a funny guy, man. I like your stuff too, man. But anyway, I could go all day about all the people that are watching. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. I mean, I can't name all hundreds of you that I interact with. But one thing I wanted to touch on was that I'm starting to notice some of the YouTube superstars, or I won't even call all of them superstars, the ones that have a lot of subscribers and I think they just think they're at a certain status that, you know, that their shit doesn't stink, to keep it blunt with you. And I think how I started noticing this is that when I've commented on some of these guys' pages, I didn't say anything like in any bad way, any like derogatory way, trying to put them down. Just something I would see being in the industry for a long time. I would see something that didn't, I don't know, didn't gel like I think it should, so I would just make a comment like, what about this? And then I would notice that it would be deleted. And I'm like, even on like some of the social media pages, like not just the YouTube, like Instagram, Facebook, you make some type of comment and someone deletes it. And I'm just like, wow, oh, you got to be perfect. You don't want a blemish or anything that's gonna go against you on your page. And I'm like, even if something is done wrong, now I know we have our own opinions on how to do things right, and then something that's right to me may be wrong to someone else. I get that. But as long as you bring your opinion in a way where it's not coming off like you trying to degrade the person, but you're just trying to voice your opinion, and you know, that's fine. I have no problem if someone has a different opinion in mind. Just the way you go about it, and if you're gonna try to be like rough and put someone down and all that, that's just, to me, it's not cool. But I'm just noticing so many YouTube vloggers out there that I think you're getting that status a little bit to your head because of the subscribers. I get it, I understand. Gotta get subscribers, you know, get known out there, get yourself. I try to do it myself. I'm just beginning here. But I've noticed some of you guys haven't really been in the industry that long. And it's like maybe a couple years, if that, and then all of a sudden now you've blown up. And you look at people who are just starting out on this YouTube thing as like, get off me. Who are you? And some of these people that who are just starting in YouTube have been in the industry for a long time, like myself. I could say I've been in the industry for 30 years. I could say I've been doing it even longer than that, as I've been cutting grass and doing like landscape work, landscape maintenance since I was 6 years old. So I could just put it to say 40, but I'll push that aside. But I can tell you I've done all the industry stuff for a long time, and I've had some comments. Some people look like, you just started your business for a year, like you don't act like a pro. I'm just like, who is this guy? I'm like, you don't know me. You just, because I only have a certain amount of subscribers and only 20 views or such and such, that means you can talk to me in a way like you know me and what I've been through, and I'm not a pro and I'm an amateur. And I'm sitting there just like, wow. But you can't please everybody on social media. You know, there's gonna be some haters. I get it. But some of you guys need to be humble, man, because there are people who are not even on YouTube that been in the industry for a long time, know what the heck they're doing, and some of you guys haven't even been out there that long, and you're looking at people like they're beneath you, or they can't, you know, like they're not allowed to talk to you, they're not allowed to make a comment to you. And I've been surprised, because there's been some that I kind of looked at their videos and liked it, but then I comment and say something and I'm like, wow, he deleted that? Okay, let me just take a mental note of that, because that's just making me think on like how your mentality is, and or you don't want to blemish on your, you know, celebrity status. Ah, man. But anyway, like I said, I'm not even going to just put names out there. Just that maybe some of you guys, other fellow vloggers, know what I'm talking about. There's just some guys that a lot of this is getting to the head, and I don't know. I figure I'd get on here and just, you know, make this video on this. If you have, you can comment. Let me know if you share some of my views. I'm not hating whatsoever. Like, we're all in this together. I like the lawn care landscape community on YouTube. I like a lot of the videos that you guys put up there. I feel like, okay, we're all in this together. We all, you know, learn from one another. I like the guys who have hardly nothing, who starting YouTube channels, starting their business, have push mowers, and just trying to do their thing. You know, I subscribe to a lot of those people too. You know, I don't just try to subscribe to the people that been there for years and they got like thousands and thousands of subscribers. I like those people, but I like the people that don't have anything as well. And I talk to them. They inbox me, they message me, and I give them some advice. They see that, you know, I may not have a lot of subscribers, or I just, you know, a lot of views on my videos, but people can tell, you know, things that I do on Instagram, Facebook, and, you know, YouTube is just starting to come along. People can tell I know a little something here. And they'll ask me for advice, and like, wow, like, you know, can you tell me how to do this? And, you know, I see you got a lot of commercial properties, and so I break it down to them. You know, I want somebody to grow as well. You know I put a lot of videos out of what I'm doing day to day, and sometimes the content's not probably entertaining. I think I approach this in a different way. I'm kind of just taking it, like showing you like my daily things, even if some of it's boring. Try to give you some good footage, but it doesn't always happen that way. My thing is that I'm gonna try to give different content than just my regular daily stuff. My thing with that is it also allows like a lot of people, family and things, friends that I, you know, deal with that don't always get to see me and everything. You know, they get to see what I'm doing out there. People looking at my business, this is what I do out there, which me doing these things have had people call me, you know, like vlogging and sharing my social media things, have had people call me to get more work, or telling me that they've been watching me. And, you know, so yeah, I mean, I'm not perfect at this, you know, I'm just getting going. I mean, you're gonna learn from your mistakes. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes on what I should or shouldn't do. But for the most part, I'm just giving you what I'm doing on a daily basis. Some people think like it's too much. There was a time where I couldn't even get the videos out. I was doing it at the beginning, but then something was going on with the software for my GoPro where I couldn't upload. It kept failing the upload of the video so I could put it on YouTube. So I was just like, forget it. And there was a minute I wasn't even doing it for a while, and then I all of a sudden started using my cell phone like I'm using right now. And I've been putting out videos almost every day, if not, I mean, every day as much as possible, just to get things out there. But I will get better at, you know, showing other stuff. But when you're really busy, it's kind of hard to get things the way you really want to sometimes. But I'm sure as time goes on, I'll get better at it, and I'll get better at my editing. I'll get better at the software that makes my production look better. But for the most part, I think I'm fine for what I'm doing right now. But anyway, just wanted to leave you guys with a little video on, well, little long video on my thoughts on this whole YouTube thing. I think it's a great thing. I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep communicating with everyone else that's in this industry that's vlogging as well. But I would say some of you guys need to stay humble and just know that there are other people out here that that have knowledge too, and not just because they don't have a big following on YouTube doesn't mean they don't know anything. So just remember that. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you out with that. Enjoy your weekend. Keep grinding. Keep making that money. It's summertime. Find other things to do besides just doing the mowing to make money. There's a lot of things in landscape maintenance field that you can do to make a lot of money, so keep at it. And I will holler at you at the next video. You know?